So hey everyone, let's jump right in with a question. Do you ever feel like life is moving so fast that you're struggling to keep up? Like you're caught in the hustle of daily routines, but something inside is telling you to slow down? If you're feeling stuck, overwhelmed, or just a little burnt out, today's video is exactly what you need. Today, we're talking about the power of finding your quiet moment, taking a break from the chaos around you to reflect, rest, and reset. By the end of this video, you'll know why taking time for yourself is essential and learn 3 actionable strategies to create that space, no matter how busy life gets. In today's fast-paced world, finding a moment of silence can feel like a luxury. But here's the truth. It's not a luxury, it's a necessity. Taking time to slow down and disconnect is what allows us to reconnect with ourselves, to think clearly, and to move forward with purpose. This video is all about why you need those quiet moments and how to create them. We're going to look at stories and wisdom from different cultures, from India to Canada, the US to the Philippines and Nepal, to remind us that this practice of reflection is universal and timeless. The first reason to find your quiet time is for reflection. Life can be overwhelming with family, work, social obligations, and more pulling us in all directions. But just like you can't drive a car at full speed forever without stopping to refuel, we can't go through life without stopping to reflect. In Hindu mythology, the practice of meditation has always been emphasized as a way to reconnect with oneself. Even Lord Shiva, known as the god of transformation, is often depicted meditating in the Himalayas away from the noise. This practice reminds us that even those with immense power understand the importance of finding peace in solitude. American writer Henry David Thoreau spent 2 years at Walden Pond, away from society, to reflect on life and discover what truly mattered to him. His experiences, shared in the book Walden, encourage us to disconnect, step away from the routine, and reflect. Thoreau teaches us that we can't find clarity in constant motion. We need moments of stillness. Our minds need rest, just like our bodies. We're constantly juggling tasks, responsibilities, and deadlines. And if we don't give ourselves a break, we risk burnout. Quiet moments aren't just about slowing down, they're about recharging. Studies show that taking breaks can significantly increase productivity and creativity. When our brains are overwhelmed, they lose efficiency. Finding quiet time to let your mind rest can help improve your focus and creativity when you return to your tasks. Finally, finding your quiet moment means consciously choosing to slow down. Life won't slow down for us. We have to make that choice. The world's pace may keep speeding up, but we can decide to pause. In Canada's Indigenous culture, there's a saying, walk gently. This philosophy isn't just about nature, but about life itself. Walking gently means being mindful, slowing down, and taking in each moment as it comes. Think of life as a marathon, not a sprint. When we treat it like a sprint, constantly pushing ourselves, we're bound to burn out. But when we pace ourselves, take breaks, and savor each step, we're more likely to reach the finish line strong. During the COVID-19 pandemic, many people experienced forced, quiet time due to lockdowns. Though challenging, it reminded many of the importance of slowing down. People reconnected with hobbies, spent more time with family, and took the chance to reflect on what truly matters. This global event showed us the value of quiet moments and how they can help us prioritize what's most important. Let me share a quick story with you. There was a time when I felt overwhelmed, juggling work, family, and everything else. I kept pushing through, thinking that was the only way to stay on top of everything. But eventually, I hit a wall. I realized I needed to take time for myself. So I started setting aside a few minutes each day to just sit in silence, reflect, and let my mind rest. That small change made a big difference. I felt clearer, more focused, and more in control. It taught me that finding quiet time isn't a waste. It's an investment in your well-being. Albert Einstein once said, "I think 99 times and find nothing. I stop thinking, swim in silence, and the truth comes to me." Einstein's words remind us that sometimes stopping to let our minds rest is when the best ideas and answers come to us. Rumi, the Persian poet, wrote, "Silence is the language of God. All else is poor translation." This quote reminds us that in silence, we connect with ourselves and find the wisdom that gets lost in the noise of daily life. Think of your mind like a garden. If you constantly trample on it with work, obligations, and stress, it becomes worn out. But if you let it rest, give it space, and tend to it carefully, it blooms beautifully. Quiet moments are like watering and tending to the garden of your mind, allowing it to grow and flourish. Or picture your mind like a lake. When it's constantly disturbed, the water becomes murky, but when it's still, everything settles and clarity returns. Finding a quiet moment is like letting your mind settle, allowing you to see things clearly. So, how can you start creating those quiet moments in your life? Set aside time for reflection. Dedicate 5 to 10 minutes each day to sit in silence, either in the morning or before bed. Use this time to reflect on the day, your goals, or any thoughts that come up. Treat it as sacred you time. Disconnect from digital noise. We're constantly bombarded by notifications, messages, and social media. Try spending a few minutes each day disconnected from your phone and computer. This digital detox helps quiet the mind and bring you back to the present. Take a slow walk in nature. Nature has a calming effect on the mind. Find a quiet park, garden, or paths, and go for a slow, intentional walk. Let yourself enjoy the sights, sounds, and peace that nature brings. Here's a challenge. Over the next week, take at least 5 minutes each day for yourself. It could be a quiet reflection, a moment to meditate, or a short walk. Pay attention to how it makes you feel and the clarity it brings. Share your experience in the comments below. I'd love to hear how this simple change impacts your life. Finding your quiet time isn't just a break from the world. It's a way to reconnect with yourself. In those moments of stillness, you gain clarity, reset your energy, and can move forward with greater purpose. Remember, life will keep speeding up, but you always have the choice to slow down. If this video resonated with you, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and share it with someone who could use a reminder to take time for themselves. And let's keep the conversation going. What are your favorite ways to find quiet moments? Drop a comment below. I'd love to hear from you.